Gentlemen and ladies watching, it is a Man Up Monday. I'm KD Bo in the studio with motivational speaker Jackie Brewton. She
Hey,
is
KD.
good. Hey, and you know what? What I like is that Jackie has a uncanny ability to talk to youth about sex, sexuality, the whole nine. She's good, and she makes them cry, and they don't be having sex. So thank you for being on.
Appreciate it.
So this is a good one. What are some of the benefits of an actively engaged father in the life of his daughter? Because there are some men who, for whatever reason,
Right.
divorce, you don't care, you're not there. But I want to talk to you, to the guys that are watching us right now, that you don't really understand what you're walking away from or what you're leaving on the table if you're not actively engaged in the life of your daughter. So let's talk about that.
I think a father does 4 things. He validates, he protects, he provides, and he guides.
Mm.
So let's talk about the validation. A father who's actively engaged in his daughter's life gives her the validation that she doesn't have to seek from a guy. He shows her tells her she's beautiful. He encourages her, all of this stuff. And so one of the things I talk about in this book that I've written, The 7 Secrets Guys Will Never Tell You, is an 8th grade boy told me that love stood for legs open very easily.
Really?
LOVE, legs open very easily.
How old was he?
He was in the 8th grade.
I'm going to pluck that boy in his throat.
And your daughter's in what, the 7th grade?
8th grade.
8th grade?
Let me tell you something.
He better not come
What's his
across your
name?
daughter, right?
Let me find out.
But as crazy as that sounds, I think there's a lot of truth to that.
Wow.
That when a girl's father isn't there, the first guy who comes along and makes her feel loved, her legs will open very easily. Not all the time, but often, because she's looking for love in all the wrong places.
Mm.
The second thing is that the father provides.
Okay.
And a lot of times when we think about providing, we just think about, financially. But it's not just the financial. It's the father provides her a role model of how a man should treat a woman, how she should be treated by the guys. And when the father's not there, she will accept, treatment from guys that's beyond or below what she really deserves.
Okay. He sets the standard.
He sets the standard. It's like he's the role model. I want somebody like my daddy. You know that quote that says, when a girl's first date is with her father, every other man must measure up.
Wow. That's good.
The third one is that he protects. And it's not just physical protection, in the house. He protects her against those boys who are predators.
Explain that.
So high school boys tell me they come at girls differently who are from single parent homes than they do homes where both parents are there.
High school boys.
High school boys tell me this. And so I asked them why. And they said, because if the father's in the home, number one, you're going to respect the dad. Number two, you know that the dad used to be a teenage boy, so he knows what you're thinking.
Game
he knows what you may
recognized
try.
game.
Yeah,
Okay.
game, recognized game. He said, with a mother, you can pull the wool over a mother's eyes much easier than you can a father's eyes. And so I think when a father is there, sometimes his mere presence is the protection that his daughter needs, because the guys are going to come at her differently because they don't want the father. They don't have to answer to the father.
I love it.
And I think when men walk away, they don't understand, what they leave their daughters open to.
Wow.
From these teenage boys. And the last one is that the father guides. And this is like telling her what the game is.
Mm.
Telling her, if a boy says this, let me tell you what this really means.
Mm.
He guides her in so that she'll know when she's making the choices, this is game. My father already hooked me to this game.
Right.
Like, that won't work on me.
And I think the other thing is, gentlemen, you got to come out of your feelings. And I'm talking to myself as well. The truth is, your daughter is going to like boys, or your daughter is going to like somebody. Okay, a lot of people watching. so you're going to have to come out of your feelings and always be a fertile ground that your child can plant their truth in. Remember that. Always be the ground that your child can plant their truth in. Whatever it is, I always want my daughter to just be able to tell me the truth. Now, will I have to put my head in a pillow and scream? Will I have to create a wall with drywall with no studs? Because you could hit a stud. I don't know. But whatever you do, get out your feelings and be able to have your kids talk to you freely, particularly your daughter, because they need that. Jackie Brewton, go to her website, JackieBrewton.com. She has DVDs. She's got a book that's coming out in September.
Yes. I also have a free ebook that they can get. It's the 7 things that every parent of a teen needs to know before having the talk.
Oh.
So, and that's a free ebook that they would
JackieBrewton.com.
get it off on my website. Yes.
Had no idea. I forgot. All right, y'all. Man up.